You've seen them. The guys who look like they were sculpted by the gods, effortlessly. And then, there's the rest. The ones grinding day after day, but still stuck. Skinny, overweight, or just not making progress. If you're watching this, chances are you're in the second category. You want that physique, but nothing seems to work. Sound familiar? Well, today, I'm revealing the hidden science, the stuff they don't teach you at the gym, that will take your body from ordinary to something sculpted by the gods. Fast. By only just working out 2 times a week, yes, you heard that right. And if you stick with me till the end, I've got a bonus tip that could drastically speed up your progress. Ready? Let's dive in. But before we dive in, I need you to understand something. You're my brothers. And as your brother, I care about you. My goal here isn't just to help you get ripped or shredded. I want you to be healthy. Your Greek god physique? That should be a byproduct of your health and well-being, not the other way around. So I'm going to be brutally honest with you. If you're not ready for that, if you just want shortcuts, this video isn't for you. Click off right now. But if you're still here, let's go. I have divided this into 3 parts. So let's start with number 1. I want you to take a moment and think about lions and tigers. Why? Because they have the highest muscle mass of any mammal. But what do they do to stay that way? If you watch their daily lives, it's intense. When they're hunting, they sprint at full speed, using explosive power to chase down prey. And once they catch it, they hold it down with sheer strength, using every fiber of their muscles. After that, they feast, and they rest. A lot. Lions can sleep for up to 20 hours a day. Now, what does this tell us? They push themselves hard in short bursts. They eat. They sleep. Sounds simple, right? Well, that's because it is, if you know how to do it right. And even the Roman gladiators followed a similar pattern. Train, intensely, eat, and rest. But how do we apply that to our training? Don't worry, I'm here to simplify it for you. You see the typical gym routine most people follow? It's all about volume. Working out 5 to 6 times a week, tons of exercises, high reps, and barely any rest. And yeah, it works for some. But I want to introduce you to something different. Back in 1980, a guy named Mike Mentzer, yeah, the same guy who went head-to-head with Arnold Schwarzenegger in Mr. Olympia, he discovered a training method that flipped the script. It's called heavy-duty training. Forget high volume, long hours in the gym. Mike's method? You train 2 to 3 times a week. But here's the twist. You only do 1 set, 1 exercise per muscle group, pushing beyond failure. You lift as heavy as you can and take your muscles to the absolute limit. After that, you rest for 4 to 5 days.
With a properly conducted high-intensity training program, you will grow stronger each and every workout. And make no mistake, listener, developing stronger muscles is a prerequisite of developing bigger muscles. Whenever someone starts to argue with me on that point, I say, what is one supposed to do to grow larger? Get weaker? Yes, if you want to grow larger, you must grow stronger.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying high-volume training doesn't work. But for someone like me, or maybe you, someone who has a busy life, a demanding job, or just doesn't want to live in the gym, this approach makes so much sense. Why spend 6 days a week in the gym when you can get better results in just 2? And look, I'm not a professional bodybuilder. I'm not stepping on stage. I'm not taking steroids. So honestly, why would I train like I am? That's just wasted time. Now quickly, let's talk about the training aspect. If your goal is health, strength, and a body that's built to last, I recommend prioritizing calisthenics or bodyweight exercises over weightlifting. Why? Because heavy weightlifting, especially if you're out of shape, can stiffen your muscles and destroy your flexibility. Calisthenics, on the other hand, will not only keep your muscles flexible, but also carve your body into something incredible. It's functional, it's free, and it works. Number 2. Now let's talk about the backbone of this method. Nutrition. Since you're not pounding out sets all week long, you don't need to overload on protein. Mike Mentzer himself believed that 65% of your total calories should come from carbs. Sounds surprising, right? But think about it. If you're not pushing your body to the brink with high-volume training, why would you need endless protein? Protein is important when your body is under constant stress. When it's not, you just don't need as much.
Carbohydrates is the most efficient fuel for high-intensity training, or again, any kind of anaerobic training. Anaerobic activity, which is what high-intensity or weight training activity is, demands sugar as fuel. The worst way to get cut up is to lift weights, because weight training does not burn fat as fuel. It's a simple medical fact. It's not even open to debate. Weight training burns sugar. And if you're not getting sugar from fruits or vegetables, cereals or grains, where's your muscle going to get sugar to continue contracting? From your own muscle. There's an amino acid contained in your muscle tissue called alanine, which will be broken down, sent to your liver, and turned into glucose. That's why carbohydrates are called protein sparing. It spares your protein from being used for energy. And you can always tell when you start using muscle for energy. Very simple.
But I would still suggest consuming at least 100 grams of protein per day. Number 3. Rest is just as important as the workouts themselves. Since you're training with high intensity, proper rest is non-negotiable. According to Mike's method, you need a minimum of 4 to 5 days of rest between training sessions for each muscle group. But if you're just starting out, it's better to aim for a full 6 days of rest before hitting the same muscle group again. This recovery time is what allows your muscles to grow stronger, so don't skip it. Train each muscle only once a week, but when you do, hit it hard with just 1 to 2 exercises and no more than 4 sets. Push yourself to the limit, beyond failure. That's the key to real growth. This is my routine, so feel free to screenshot it. If you're a beginner and haven't done strength training before, take it slow for the first month. Don't go all out and destroy your muscles right away. Give your body time to adjust. Here's a quick summary. 1. Train intensely. Push beyond failure once a week per muscle group, focusing on body weight exercises. 2. Eat right. Follow a carb-heavy diet to fuel your body. 3. Rest well. Allow enough time for your body to heal and recover properly. If you're still here, I respect that. You're serious about becoming better. So here's the bonus tip I promised you. Health is everything. You've got 2 paths in front of you. Either chase the quick, easy path that leads to burnout, or take the slow, steady route that leads to long-term health. That means being mindful of what you put into your body. Stay away from artificial junk, whether it's protein powders full of chemical sweeteners or unnecessary additives. Choose the purest options. Flavorless protein powder? Cheaper, cleaner, and healthier. What you consume directly affects how you perform, how you feel, and ultimately how you look, and you need to understand that being healthy is what speeds up the process, and it's a drastic change. I also want you to admit that you're doing this for women too, and there's no shame in that. After all, you are just human. But don't make it your main goal. Women care about looks too, and it's not just about the body, it's about the face. Curious about what makes an attractive face and how to get one? Well, that's where I come in. I'm here to help you succeed, not just with your body, but in every area of life, including dating and women. So make sure to like, subscribe, and stick around, because you don't want to miss what's coming next.